everyone, I'm Rue. I've been trying to guess how long ago things were invented. Do you know how long ago light bulbs were invented? I think like, 50 years. Is that right? 142 years? What? Ooh, I have a good one. What about pizza? When did people start putting stuff on bread and calling it pizza? Maybe like 200 years ago? What do you think? 1,000 years? That's amazing. I guess that goes to show things that happened a long time ago can still be part of our lives today. In The Source, Jesse's about to learn about someone who lived 2,000 years ago, who can still change his life today. Let's find out what happens.
Jesse, what happened?
I tried to talk to Mason. He put this trash bag on me and said, "This is where we put mess-ups."
Mason's just a bully.
If I can't stop this, I'm nobody.
We've all been through some pretty tough stuff. Ultimately, all that bad led to Principal Corbin coming back. And that was something that none of us could have done on our own.
Are you talking about God again?
Yeah, he's the only one that can handle the big stuff.
If I can't stand up for myself, then I'm nobody.
Jesse, wait up.
You're a cool character. I think I'll call you Axiom.
Trixie! You won't believe it, I did it!
Did what? You didn't mess with the Bouncy the Badger costume, did you?
No, I would never do anything like that. Bouncy is a legend.
All right, don't let Gabby hear you say that.
I know, she despises that mascot.
Okay, so we've gotten off topic. What did you do?
You're never gonna believe this.
Bowie, when it comes to you, I expect the unexpected.
Oh, thanks, that means a lot.
Story.
I stood up to Mason.
You what?
I stood up to Mason. We were in the gym during lunch and he just started teasing Jesse.
What did Jesse do?
Nothing. It was like a whole new Jesse. Look, we were in the gym playing basketball, and then Mason fouled Jesse really hard, knocked him right to the ground. And he just kept on teasing Jesse. I had to do something. So I went right up to Mason and I was all like, "Don't mess with my friend, pal."
Bowie, are you crazy? What did Mason say?
Well, he was all like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And then I was all like, "I'm already doing it." And then I just stood there and gave him my wild stare.
What is your wild stare?
That's when I do this.
Okay.
And here's the crazy part. Mason didn't do anything. He stood down. Hey, man. How you doing? Lunch was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Thanks for getting my back.
Oh, of course. Anytime. You see Mason's face?
Yeah. It was cool.
I mean, I just stood up to him, you know?
Bowie.
I mean, I was like, "Hey, don't mess with my friend."
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I was like, "Ah!" Top 5 best days of my life.
Cool. I'm going to go to the library now.
Why? Dude, we gotta celebrate. What did I do wrong?
I think Jesse's just struggling with the fact that the guy that he used to bully is protecting him from bullies.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm gonna go see if he's okay.
Okay. Hey, Jesse. How's it going? It's been a while since I've seen ya. Hope you can make some time to come back to the newsroom. It's the 15th voicemail. He hasn't even been here in like a week. I think he might be avoiding me.
I think Jesse just needs some time to himself.
Why?
I don't know, it's like a thing. Remember when your dad moved away and you were really upset and didn't want to talk to anyone?
Yes. Don't remind me of that day. Nearly destroyed me.
I think Jesse's going through that right now.
Oh, it's an awful feeling. Hey, J-Dog.
Is this the next issue?
Yeah.
Cool. Good job.
Well, I mean, it's not really finished yet.
Right. My bad. Sorry.
Jesse, are you okay?
What?
Hello, or to Jesse, what's up?
You know, I saw this in a sci-fi film once. Did someone turn Jesse into a robot?
But wait, this is real life. He's not a robot.
I'm sorry. I'll fix it.
Okay, I'm starting to think you're right. Jesse, it's okay.
I have to fix this. I'm sorry I dropped the photo. I'll be back.
Okay, you know, I think we're in a little over our heads right now. Jesse is a real mess.
You think?
I think that it's time to find Mr. Corbin.
Hey again. A few years ago, I made a huge choice, one that changed my life. I decided to trust God's son Jesus to be the leader of my life. But sometimes people wonder, Jesus lived about 2,000 years ago? How can he change my life? To find out, let's look at what Jesus did. We can read Jesus' story in the book of John, in the Bible. When Jesus was on earth, a lot of people followed him. They all expected him to change the world, but they had very different ideas of how he would do that. Hey, Jesus, can you teach us to do all the right things and be like totally perfect?
Jesus, do some amazing miracles. Then I'll follow you.
Jesus, I'll follow you when you become king and lead an army to fight all the bad guys. Jesus told them he didn't come to be a teacher, a celebrity, or a warrior. Jesus came to change the world in a different way greater than those things, something no one expected him to do. Jesus told his followers that he was going to die. Say what? That makes absolutely no sense. They were super confused. The truth is, the people were trusting in themselves, their smarts, their muscle, their popularity, but Jesus wanted them to trust him, no matter what happened. One day, some people captured Jesus and hurt him. Jesus didn't fight back. He didn't do an amazing miracle to set himself free. He didn't even try to teach people how wrong they were. That day, Jesus was put on a cross and left there to die. Remember what Jesus said, though? He knew this was coming the whole time. He still had a plan. Jesus gave his life because of how much he loves you. On the cross, he took the punishment for all the wrong things you, I, and everyone else in the world has done. Every lie we've ever told, every time we've hurt someone, everything we deserve to be punished for, he took them all. Then, on the third day after he died, Jesus came back to life. He proved he was greater than any wrong thing we've ever done. He's even greater than death. Jesus is so much more than anyone thought he was. He didn't try to change the world by fighting and hurting others or just telling us to be better people. Jesus gave his life for you and for me. By giving his life, Jesus made a way for us to know God and have a relationship with him too. That's why we can make Jesus the leader of our lives. Jesus died to take our punishment, but he also came back to life, and he is still doing amazing things today. When we follow him and trust him, he changes our lives in so many ways. He leads us through everything that happens, and we can know he will always love us, no matter what. If you're ready to decide to follow Jesus, All you have to do is tell him. Your parents or a leader at church can help you learn more about that amazing decision. Next, let's see what decision Jesse makes in The Source.
Okay, Trixie, I found Mr. Corbin.
I know.
You do?
Yeah, he's standing right behind you.
I sense a crisis.
It's Jesse, Mr. C.
Yeah?
He's like scared of everything, and he's totally lost his cool.
Huh. That doesn't sound like Jesse. What happened?
He became president.
Ah, with great power comes great responsibility.
He tried to fix things and end bullying, but then he angered the wrong people, and now he's the one who's being bullied.
Ah, that's the curse of change.
So you gotta talk to him, Mr. Corbin, and do your Mr. Corbin thing.
No.
What?
Mr. C, that's what you do.
It is, but I think this time it's something you should do.
He's talking in riddles. That's the last thing we need.
Mr. C, we can't help him.
Well, sure you can. You're his friends. You're the best ones to show him he's not alone. I'm just a teacher he hardly knows.
Well, exactly, you're a teacher. Teachers have all the wisdom.
Yeah, but you have something just as good as wisdom. You're his friends. He knows you care about him and he trusts you. Because of that, you can empathize with him.
I don't understand that word.
It means that we understand how he feels. But Mr. C, how do we show him that?
I can come up with a plan.
Use the stories God gave you.
And what story is that?
The story of what God did for you. Your stories show Jesse who God is. They're more powerful than any words I could say.
I don't think I'm smart enough to do that.
Oh, you're the perfect ones for the job. Okay? Show him how much God cares about him by showing him how much God cared about you.
I'm glad that you think we can do this, Mr. C, but can you pray that God helps us?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, Jesse really needs to hurry up because Gabby is blowing up my phone.
Okay, he's probably just running late.
That's Gabby. I really gotta go.
No, you can't leave me, please.
Bowie, you'll do fine.
Not by myself. Please, don't make me do this by myself.
Bowie, you didn't need anyone's help when you helped me. Remember you wore that disguise and talked in a weird accent?
Yeah? Okay. Thanks, Trixie.
God's got you, but I really have to go help Gabby. So much drama, so little time.
All right. Call me Mr. C.
Hey, Bowie, I just got your message. I'm sorry I was late. I'll make it up to you. Seriously, I'm sorry.
Sit down, Jesse. We need to talk.
Okay, if I did anything else, I'm sorry for that too.
Well, Jesse, you haven't been acting like yourself recently. I want to know what's going on.
Dude, why are you talking funny?
I know, I was just kind of trying to help. Ow! Oh! That was a bad idea.
Dude, that was funny. You're never afraid to just be you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's the coolest thing about you. You're never afraid to just be weird. Do you remember last year when I stuffed you in a locker for 30 days straight?
Yeah? We called it Bowie in the Box Month.
But you never changed. You kept on being you.
I felt like a huge loser.
Bowie, I'm so sorry. This is why this is happening. I was a huge bully, and now God's punishing me.
I don't think God works that way.
How do you know?
Look, Jesse, last year, after we got into that huge fight, I didn't know what to do. My dad left, you kept bullying me. But then I found out that God loves me. No matter what, God is there for me.
For you, maybe, but I deserve this.
No one deserves to be made fun of, Jesse.
I do. This is the price I pay for making people look bad so I can look good.
That's why you bullied me?
Yeah, I never wanted to be teased, so I would tease people first so no one would mess with me.
Good plan.
Until now. Now I'm getting teased everywhere. Even Marbles made fun of me, and I don't know exactly what he said.
No one ever really does exactly know what Marbles is saying.
I want to be just like you. Where do you find your confidence?
It's God, Jess. That's the only way I can describe it. It wasn't overnight, but as I was starting to trust God, I began to gain confidence.
Yes, exactly. That's what I want.
You can ask God for that.
It sounds too easy.
It does, doesn't it? I think it's easy because God really wants to show us how much He loves us.
Can you pray with me?
Totally.
Dear God, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm Jesse Masters, but you are God, and you know everything. So I want to follow you. Amen.
So many amazing things happened today. We learned that we can make Jesus the leader of our lives. We saw Jesse make that awesome choice too, in the source. Choosing to follow Jesus means trusting Him and getting to know Him better and better through our whole lives. It means that we have a friendship with God and that we can live in a totally new way. Jesus wants every one of you to know how much He loves you. That's why my challenge for you this week is talk with someone about Jesus. If you've been following Jesus for a while, you could do what Bowie did and tell someone else about Him. If you just started following Jesus, like Jesse, you can talk to your parent or a leader at church about any questions you have. That's a great way to get to know Jesus better and trust Him more and more. Thanks for watching, you guys. Wow. See you next week.